Say hello to everybody, Skillet. Thank you for coming by. This is an American Project. Please be sure to like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. We need a little over 200 subscribers to get to the 1,000 mark. I really appreciate it. Well, Fani Willis has got more accusations laid against her. There's been 20 pieces of paper in this particular filing that have been filed against her. And I'm going to go ahead and go through it so we can get an idea what's going on. It's from another defendant. I haven't done one on him yet, so we'll take a look at this and see what we got. Dissatisfied with merely perjuring themselves, Fani Willis and special prosecutor in Trump RICO case accused of witness tampering and encouraging false testimony. What an opening statement that is. Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis arrives during a hearing on the Georgia election interference case on Friday, March 1st, 2024 in Atlanta. Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis and Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade tampered with a witness and suborned perjury, a Friday court filing in the ongoing disqualification controversy alleges. All right, that suborned perjury is to get someone else to lie under oath, and they're lying knowingly. So get them to lie knowingly under oath. Special kind of perjury. As the effort to remove the prosecutors from the racketeering and the election interference case brought against Donald Trump enters its waning days, the new claims come in a 20-page response that largely argues for the application of certain legal standards. Dissatisfied with merely perjuring themselves, the district attorney and special assistant district attorney, Wade, engaged in a coordinated campaign to tamper with a witness and encourage the witness to present false testimony, the filing reads. Related coverage. The brief was filed in Fulton County Superior Court by Atlanta-based defense attorney Christopher Anuitz on behalf of co-defendant Robert Cheeley, an Alpharetta-based attorney who is accused of providing state legislatures with false evidence of electoral fraud in the aftermath of Trump's loss to Joe Biden in the 2020 election. Cheeley's witness tampering and perjury allegations draw on two things. Number one, testimony from the 4-day hearing over claims of nepotism and self-dealing before Fulton County Superior Court Judge Scott McAfee. And number two, post-hearing request to reopen the evidence filed by co-defendant David Schaefer, the one-time Georgia GOP chair who prosecutors claim was integral to the fake electors plot. Now, I've already done a video on David Schaefer. It's in the playlist, Fani Willis playlist. Another witness describes a phone call. Schaefer's request proposes the testimony of Cindy Lee Yeager, a prosecutor in nearby Cobb County. Yeager's testimony was offered to substantiate claims made by Terrence Bradley, Wade's former divorce lawyer and law partner, regarding the timeline of the DA's relationship with the man she put in charge of the most consequential criminal case in Peach State history. Bradley said the two prosecutors absolutely began dating before Willis hired Wade, but that was out of court. When testifying under oath, however, Bradley said he could not recall or was only speculating about various details about the Willis-Wade relationship, including when the since admitted tryst began. The defense also offered Yeager's testimony to refute key aspects of Bradley's testimony, both about the nature of claims regarding the relationship and Bradley's interactions with Willis herself. From the Schaefer motion at length, emphasis in original, or around September of 2023, Mr. Bradley was visiting Miss Yeager in her office when Mr. Bradley received a telephone call. Miss Yeager could hear that the caller was District Attorney Willis. District Attorney Willis was calling Mr. Bradley in response to an article that was published about how much money Mr. Wade and his law partners had been paid in this case. Miss Yeager, her District Attorney Willis, tell Mr. Bradley, quote, "They are coming after us. You don't need to talk to them about anything about us," unquote. Defense attorneys have tried to make hay out of claims that Wade has been overpaid for his work and is otherwise not sufficiently qualified for the job his then girlfriend allegedly hired him to do. Those arguments have not found much traction in McAfee's courtroom. The bigger issue with Yeager's alleged claim about the phone call, rather, is if Bradley misrepresented his relationship with the district attorney. And the district attorney's office did not correct the record for the court. If the judge finds Yeager a credible witness, that could mean trouble for the state's case. Still, Schaefer's motion stopped well short of outright accusing Willis and Wade of witness tampering. Notably, the alleged phone call between Bradley and Willis purportedly occurred over 3 months before defense attorney Ashley Merchant, who represents co-defendant Michael Roman, filed a disqualification motion in early January of this year. Cheeley's response also cites another phone call referenced during Bradley's 2 times on the stand in mid-February and late February. Bradley also testified that another attorney, Gabe Banks, a friend and former Fulton County ADA with Fani Willis, and whose wife currently works at the district attorney's office, called him in advance of his testimony. The Cheeley filing reads, Mr. Bradley then took the stand and disclaimed any personal knowledge of the relationship between the district attorney and Sada Wade, even though he had previously conveyed such knowledge to counsel for Roman and to Cobb ADA Miss Yeager. During his testimony, Bradley discussed the phone call he received from former prosecutor and current defense attorney Gabe Banks. That phone call, Merchant established, came out of the blue and had something to do with Bradley potentially testifying in the disqualification case. The defense had been trying to establish Banks made the call on Wade's behalf and told Bradley not to testify, after Wade called Banks with limited success. After a series of typically forgetful, hesitating, and hedging answers, Merchant also got Bradley to testify that Banks brought up Bradley's obligations to abide by the attorney's-client privilege, the implication being that Bradley should not talk about Wade's affair with Willis. Still, Bradley testified he did not see the call from Banks as a threat. Okay, now we're going to take a look at some of these court filings. 20 pages here. I'm not going to look at all of the pages, but I'm going to look at some of them. They got some interesting stuff on here. I've been digging through them. We're going to take a look at them, see what we can see. Black Law's Dictionary helpfully defines a conflict of interest as a real or seemingly incompatibility between one's private interest and one's public or fiduciary duties. Indeed. And well, let's read a little bit of it here. The Fulton County District Attorney has improperly financially benefited from the contracts, investigation, and prosecution of this case that the District Attorney awarded to her romantic partner, Special Assistant District Attorney Nathan Wade, under cover of night. Robin Yeager testified that the District Attorney and the Sada Wade, which is a Special Assistant District Attorney, began a romantic relationship in 2019. This is confirmed by the many text messages from Wade's friend and law partner, Terrence Bradley, the incontrovertible cellular telephone records, as well as the proffered testimony of Cobb, Cindy Yeager. 2 years later, in November 2021, the district attorney hired Wade. At no time then or since, until forced by the current motions, did the district attorney or Wade disclose their relationship. Instead, they conducted themselves in secret as Wade lavished the district attorney with financial benefits derived from Fulton County and Georgia taxpayers. They are required to reveal that by law, by the way. Wade has since received hundreds of thousands of dollars from 3 different contracts with Fulton County that are directly related to this prosecution. Zielinski's summary chart filed by defendant Schaefer. The district attorney, in turn, has benefited to the tune of at least $17,000 in the form of vacations paid by Wade, plus an unknown additional amount for numerous dinners and day trips. So it appears that the funds derived from Fulton County and Georgia taxpayers found their way to various hotels, airlines, and restaurants for the district attorney's improper financial benefit. Technical term for that scenario is an actual conflict of interest. Compounding the conflict of interest, neither the district attorney nor Wade disclosed their relationship or the related financial benefits. In fact, they did everything possible to conceal those problematic details until defendants' disqualification motions forced them to respond. And even then, the district attorney and Wade only cryptically acknowledged that their personal relationship began at an undefined point in 2022 and boldly maintained that district attorney received no funds or personal financial gain from Wade. State's initial response to disqualification motions. Furthermore, the district attorney twice falsely certified that she had received no gifts or benefits despite knowing full well that Wade was a prohibited person and that she had in fact received gifts and benefits from him. Doubling down on their deceptive filing and the false certifications, the district attorney and Wade provided false testimony to cover their tracks. Starting with Wade, he maintained a variety of prior sworn filings that conveyed he never entertained other partners besides his wife. Yet Wade has been legally married for decades and admits to paying for the district attorney to vacation with him on numerous instances. Wade also insisted that the district attorney paid him back in cash or in kind to divide expenses roughly evenly. He then conveniently explained that he never deposited any of that cash so that no records could corroborate any reimbursement. Finally, Wade again falsely testified to minimize the impact of the relationship on his case, that he visited the district attorney's condominium no more than 10 times, yet cell phone records reveal that he visited her dozens of times before that date in just the first 11 months of 2021. See the redacted cell phone records filed by defendant Donald Trump. As for the district attorney, she also maintained that her romantic relationship with Wade began in early 2022, even though aforementioned cell phone records reveal numerous late night and early morning rendezvous between she and Wade. The district attorney further claimed to have only repaid Wade in cash that she stored in her home for years. However, the district attorney claimed at times she only had $500 to $1,000 in her cash stash, far less than the few thousand that she claimed to have repaid Wade, and even farther less than half the more than $17,000 Wade contributed towards the clandestine relationship, not even including the many dinners and day trips. Moreover, the district attorney failed to present any documentary evidence supporting these fantastical claims, other than a single receipt for a plane ticket. The only explanation the district attorney gave for the source of his cash was at times getting $50 cash back when making purchases at the grocery store. But again, the district attorney provided zero credit and card statements, debit card statements, or any other documentary support for this specious claim. Dissatisfied with merely perjuring themselves, the district attorney and Wade engaged in a coordinated campaign to tamper with a witness and encourage the witness to present false testimony. Specifically, Cindy Lee Yeager, a co-chief deputy district attorney for the Cobb County, Georgia District Attorney's Office, told counsel for Cheeley that the district attorney called Terrence Bradley in September 2023 and said, "They are coming after us. You don't need to talk to them about anything about us." See the Yeager proffer filed by defendant David Schaefer. Mr. Bradley also testified that another attorney gave Banks, a friend and former Fulton County ADA with Fani Willis, and whose wife currently works at the district attorney's office, called him in advance of his testimony. All right, that's the part I want to read on page 3. So you see that's it. It's not just anybody. Okay, that witness is not just anybody. Right? As a co-chief deputy district attorney for the Cobb County, Georgia District Attorney's Office. So that's a big deal. So it's not looking good for Fani or Wade. It just doesn't look good at all. They need to throw this out. That's what I think anyway. What do y'all think? Thank you for coming by. Please be sure to like and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and have a great day. God bless.